Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. So, today I want to look at averages and rates again. Okay, so I want to remind you that average is kind of in the center, what most are about. Okay, and then rate usually is per day per minute. Okay. So we're going to go work on the same concept some more. Let's say I want to find the average of if there's three things that are oh, sorry, 5 plus, and two things equal 5 and one thing equals 10. And I want to find the average. I can add all of them up. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 10 is 20. Then what would be my next step? Awesome, you're right. We would divide it by 3 because there was 3 numbers. 20 divide by 3. I know that will go 6 times, which is 18. That's 2 left over. Now I have an invisible decimal there that I have to raise to the roof. Okay, and then I can drop a 0. 3 goes into 26, and I know this is going to keep going. So if I'm going to round this to the nearest whole, this would become 7. Okay, so that's how to find the average. And we're going to keep working with this concept just with word problems. Okay, so I hope this makes sense to you. Let's continue. There are 15,000 words in a book. How long will Jada take to read the book if she reads 100 words a minute? Okay, so I just want to picture this to figure out what I'm doing. And I'm going to draw my book here. Okay, here's my book. Now, I know that there are 15,000 words in here total. Okay, and it's going to take, for every minute, Jada's going to read 100 words. And I want to find out how many minutes it's going to take, because how long will it take? That means I can take my total amount, which is 15,000, and I can take how long it takes per minute, 15,000. What order of operation do I need to do? You're right. I need to divide by 100. Okay. Now notice that both of these end with zeros. And so I can take these 2 zeros because there's 2 zeros that I can cross off here. Now 1 goes into 1 how many times? 1. 1 goes into 5. 5. 1 into 0. So this is going to take Jada 150 minutes to read if she's going to read 100 words a minute. Okay, so you have to think about, do I have my total and what am I looking for? In this case, I want to find out how many minutes. And so then I have to divide because I don't know how many minutes there's going to be. Let's try another one because I know this is a little bit confusing. I went to the movie theater at Central. The rate for a movie is 200 baht. If Miss Amber bought a movie gift card for 1,000 baht, how many movies could she see? Okay, so here I'm going to just draw a box to represent the movie. And I know that each movie is how much? Each movie is 200. Okay, so we want to know how many movies she can watch when total it equals how much? 1,000. But we don't know how many boxes there are in here. So what do? I could either draw it out like this and continue 200, 200, 200. This is 200, 400, 600. Or I can divide it. If I go 1,000, because that's the total amount it cost, divided by how much it cost for each one, 200. Now again, notice there's 2 zeros that I can cross off, cross these last 2 off. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So she could watch 5 movies. I could go 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. Okay, so I could draw it out that way, or I can divide. Okay, let's try another one and see what we get. Miko was selling her drawings. She made 150 baht per drawing. If she sold 10 drawings, how much did she make? Okay, so here's my drawing, and it's 150 per drawing. Okay, I know how many drawings she had. She had 10. So I could draw 10 drawings. Okay, and how much do these each sell for? They each sell for 150. Okay, so I could fill in 150 in each of them. If I want to find out how much did she make. I want to find out total. Okay, what do I have to do to find out how much she made total? You're right, because it's like my question mark goes like this. I want to find out total. So I can go 150 times 10 because I need this question mark. Okay, 150 times 10 is how much? Remember, I can go 15 times 1 is 15. Then how many zeros are there? There's 2. So I have to add my 2 zeros. So she made 1,500 baht because we were looking for the total amount. Does that make sense? Okay, let's try another one. Miko was selling her drawings, so it's very similar. She made 150 baht per drawing, so here's my drawing, and she made 150 per drawing. After she sold her drawings, she had made 750 baht. How many drawings did she sell? Okay, so I know that total, she made 750, but I don't know how much is in here. So what do I need to do? You're right, I need to divide. So I can divide 750 goes in the house divided by 150. Once again, notice there's a 0 back here on each side, so I can just take that 0 out. Okay, now 15 does not go into 7. And I want to think about what does 15 times what is 75? Let's say, what is 15 times 5? Let's see. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 plus 2 is 75. So I know that 15 goes into 75 5 times. Do I have my answer yet? Yeah, she's going to sell 5 drawings. And so I can fill it in or I can just leave it, but she sold 5 drawings. Does that make sense? So you have to think about what is the question asking. If it helps you to draw it out, you can. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. And what you can do now is go and work on the workbook. But I'm also going to do another video that walks you through it. So if you need more help, you can go watch that video. If you feel like, yep, I got it, then you can just continue. Okay? Have a wonderful day.